Yo, what is up? Good morning. Good morning. So I am going to mark my levels off, and I did see it still continue with this bearish trend. Okay, as you can see, we are at a level where it could come back, test this area for resistance, for support. Um, who knows? Like look at this. It was coming up, came down, right? And it came down like almost 300 points. So you could be ready for anything. Be ready for what's to come. So what I do see is it's been transacting in this general area. So let's go in and dive a little deeper, okay? But as you can see, the bulls are buying, okay? The bulls are buying. A lot of strong bull movement, right? So just be careful because when bulls get tired, the bears will step in, right? People down here um might unload some stocks, some positions, capitalize a little bit and for it to continue to go up. Who knows? Okay. So that's what I'm seeing. The overall trend is bear. Sorry. The overall trend is bullish. Okay. Just for you trend line guys, look at this trend here. Look at this trend here. Okay. We are reaching an area of resistance, right? Close. So it could reach here. I'm thinking it could come up pretty fast still, you know. So once it continues to break, it might come down. Who knows? So this is what we do know. Okay, the trend is bull. Okay, trend is bull. There is a V pattern shaping, which I don't know if that's a thing. I'm not too familiar about the patterns, whatever, but I just see what I'm seeing. So I just report on what I notice. So okay, let's dive in deeper. Deeper like a little peeper. Okay, let's do the hour. Okay, let's do the hour. So let's see. Let's see. Yesterday was the 15th. Uh, when was it? The 16th. It's today. Okay, so we transacted a lot here, came up, transacted a lot here, came up, transacted, used that as support. So if you could see here, here, and here. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. Okay, this is what I notice off top. So we're stair stepping. This is what they call stair stepping. So if you see here, uh, the resistance was heavy, came up, boom, tested, nope, came up, broke through it nicely, okay. And then now this, um, the resistance line was right there, right. Try to push up, nope, not yet, but it didn't want to go down. So it stair stepped down a little bit, held, broke down, right. Tried to test this level again, but nothing. Okay, so came up, broke past this level again because this level was been getting broken past real fast. So no respect. And then this level again broke past this, and it started using this level like support. Okay, it didn't bounce. It just broke through it. So the bulls are heavy. So what we could see is maybe they come back into this area to test it, or somewhere around this area. Let me make this circle a little smaller so get more. Okay, so maybe they come back around this area, because this is VWAP for the hour. So they could come back, or it could just keep going up. You know what I mean? This is that kind of game. So if you see here, it didn't really get too close to the VWAP, but it did come and go up. So we can see something like that. And how we'll notice is this. Okay. I set my raise at crucial areas. I see where price moved really fast. Price had a jolt. Okay. So like here, that's a high, right? This is a low, a really recent low. This is a recent high, the most recent high, previous low, previous high. So um this was resistance. Now this is support. It doesn't have to be the exact line. It's a general area. For me, it works. Okay. You can mark off a, a box, whatever. Just don't make it too big because it'll confuse you, or like whatever. Make it really tight and then just kind of see how it reacts from there and try to get a good entry. But I don't use the box. It just throws me off. I just noticed that the market likes these areas. It's more accurate in my opinion from what I've seen. So as time gets closer to open, then you see. So you should mark off these levels. Look, like focus on the green and the red, anything close to that, because this is a high, and then it came up here. It didn't keep going up higher. It went lower, right? And this opened. It came down here to this low, and then it went up. You know what I mean? It still had to go down here. So in for a time, it was red. You know, for a time, the candle looked like this. You know, hold up, it doesn't let me do it. But for a time, the candle was red, right? Came down, then it came up. You'll see it in the smaller time frames. Look, watch. Yeah, see, came down, came up. What time is that? 6 o'clock. Okay. 30, 15 minutes, 5 minute, 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, see, look, 6 o'clock, right? That started there. So for a little bit, it looked like it was bull. Sorry, it looked like it was bear. So um, you gotta keep that in mind. So I've been liking this 30-minute area to mark off because it won't move so fast. But in the smaller time frames, it helps me get a bias to like, okay, the market might do this, so I'll look at it over here or over there, whatever. Um, so I can do that. So if it comes up here, if it transacts up here, or we see the bulls are really pushing, then we can look for something to keep going up. But these are all relevant levels, right? Because this is a high, this is the low, this is a low, this is a high over here, this is a low, then this is a high, then this is a low. Okay, this is how this looks. Don't get confused. High, low, high, low, high. Oh no, high right there on that one. And then it's gonna make a new low. Who knows? So yeah, just keep that into account. And again, look real quick. Market levels. Boom. There, 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 and there. Okay. Because again, high, low, high, low, high. So this candle is like, just because it's green doesn't mean like the bottom of it's a low, right? Doesn't always happen like that, but um, it does in a way, So if you know this is good, because you're gonna see like, okay, where's the low? It's right here. Where's the high? It's right there. So okay, just practice that and practice and practice and practice. Those are my levels for the morning. I will look for something. Watch, let me see. If it does, let's read this area. Okay. You see this green line? That's where price is at right now. So it's at uh it's at a resistance level. It's at a major resistance level where it's trying to break free, but it's having trouble, right? It hasn't really been trying. It could bounce, 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 and then break, or we could see it ranging. We could see it just break through and continue to trade up here. But you have to think like, how will the big dogs make money? Okay, they make money by coming up here, tapping. Nope, not yet. Coming up here, tapping. Nope, not yet. Coming, and then they sell, right? So not sell, I buy more, right? And then once they buy more, they come up here and they sell, right? Not all at once, but they sell, they keep going, they sell, right? And they buy more, then they fucking buy more, and then boom, hold and sell. It's like a cycle. So this is how they get the money, right? And right here too, this is how they unload their positions, right? So they are buying and selling up here. This is really advanced concept stuff. So this is how the market really moves, right? They could buy here too, to come up here, boom, because they know they're gonna fucking just dump. So buy there, come up here, sell, boom, like they make money like that, and then boom, they dump it, right? So let's what the fuck? Why can't I grab that? Okay, let's see an example of it. Okay, excuse me. Let's go in the smaller time frame so you can see more of it. You can see in the higher ones, but there's just more. This is how they work on the daily. Take this for example. Okay, they bought here. They bought really low. This is fast. Boom. They came up here, sold off. Right. Let's see. Okay. Bought, and then bought more. Came up here, level. Boom. All these wicks are just them fucking with the market. Right. This is cleaner. Look, they bought a lot. Boom. Unloaded. Boom. Unloaded a lot. See now again. Rinse and repeat. Bought more. Unloading, and it's like little trends of those all the time happening. They bought, sold up, sold, reloaded, boom, bought, reloaded, bought. So you see that. So as the price gets closer, you can kind of notice. Okay, they're accumulating, they're buying, they're accumulating, buying. There hasn't been a sell off yet, but like a big sell off from all these people in their positions, right? And what do they want? They want the best price to sell, and so it might go down soon. Could it be this week? Could it be next week, next month? Who knows? Because it could still keep going up. They could still buy, and then fucking dump. Right? Look at this. Look at this big old move that happened. Right? See, this is a big ass move. People who bought here like longer positions, 6,192.50 to 4,893.479. It's a lot of money there. So it's good to know this stuff. If you scalp, if you day trade, if you swing trade, if you hold for long term, whatever, like it's good because you get to see how the market moves, how the big players move, and you'll notice little patterns. Notice little, like, it's not even patterns, it's just how the market makes their money. Because in the end, that's what they want to do. They want to make money. They want to be bricked up. So yeah, man, that's what I see the market doing right now. And I like to wait for these 30-minute and hour closes just to kind of verify. Okay, so by 8:30, I'll know a little more of like what's going on. It's like in 25 minutes, 20 minutes or so, 30, 20 minutes. You'll know like, okay, it's 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 still bull. It breaks through here. Right here, it's kind of indecisive. Came down, it didn't go up. See, now it's moving up. So I'm rambling. I hope this helps. I hope you watch this. I'm doing my morning levels, marking my morning levels. And I hope you get value from this. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever. But I'm doing this every morning. I'm kind of doing this to warm up my brain and make sure that it's focused on the market. So thankfully, I can see this kind of stuff. And I'm learning the ES futures language. Okay. I hope this helps, and peace.